In the vast expanse of the cosmos, where stars shimmered like distant promises, the spaceship Celestial Voyager sailed through the void, its destination a distant planet known only as 359. On board, Captain Mark Miller stood at the helm, his gaze fixed on the swirling mass of stardust ahead. "Approaching anomaly, Captain," announced Lieutenant Amelia Hayes, her voice crisp over the intercom. Mark glanced at the view screen, where a peculiar distortion flickered in the fabric of space-time. He frowned, his curiosity piqued. "Take us closer, Lieutenant. Let's see what we're dealing with." As the Celestial Voyager drew nearer, the anomaly resolved into a shape eerily familiar. A ship identical to their own, down to the last detail. Mark's brow furrowed in confusion. What in the stars? Before he could ponder further, a ping signaled an incoming transmission. Mark gestured for Amelia to patch it through. The view screen flickered to life, revealing the face of a man identical to Mark, yet weathered by time. His eyes held a mixture of disbelief and recognition. "This is Captain Mark Miller of the Celestial Voyager. Can you hear me?" Mark exchanged a stunned glance with Amelia before responding. "This is Captain Mark Miller of the Celestial Voyager. Who are you?" "I'm you, Captain. Or rather, I was you. We're from your future," the older Mark explained, his voice tinged with a mix of awe and dread. The crew of the Celestial Voyager watched in bewilderment as the older Mark's image relayed a tale of their own future, a journey fraught with peril, trials, and discoveries beyond their wildest imaginings. They listened as he recounted battles with cosmic entities, encounters with alien civilizations, and the eventual colonization of 359. As the transmission ended, silence descended upon the bridge of the Celestial Voyager. Mark's mind raced with questions, his thoughts a whirlwind of uncertainty and wonder. Could this be real? Or was it some elaborate hoax, a trick of the cosmos? "We need to investigate further," Mark declared, his voice resolute. "Prepare to board the other ship." With a sense of trepidation mingled with anticipation, the crew of the Celestial Voyager donned their suits and ventured across the void to the mysterious vessel. As they crossed the threshold, they were met with an eerie sense of déjà vu. The corridors, the control panels, even the faint hum of the ship's engines, all echoed their own. But what awaited them was beyond comprehension. In the heart of the ship, they found a chamber bathed in soft, pulsating light, a gateway, a conduit through time itself. And standing before it was the older Mark, his eyes weary yet filled with a fierce determination. "This is where it began, and where it will end," the older Mark spoke, his voice carrying the weight of centuries. "The fabric of time is fragile, Captain. Our actions ripple across its surface, shaping the course of destiny." Mark stepped forward, his gaze locked with that of his older self. "What do you want from us?" "We seek to change our fate, to alter the course of history," the older Mark replied, his voice tinged with desperation. "But we cannot do it alone. We need your help." As Mark pondered his older self's words, a realization dawned upon him. Their destinies were intertwined, bound by the threads of time itself. And in that moment, he knew what must be done. "We'll help you," Mark vowed, his voice resolute. "Together, we'll carve a new path, one free from the shackles of fate." With a sense of purpose burning within their hearts, the two crews joined forces, their minds united in a quest to defy the laws of time and forge a future of their own making. And as the Celestial Voyager sailed once more into the unknown, they left behind echoes of their journey, whispers of a tale that would be told for eons to come. Time seemed to blur as the two crews worked side by side, their tasks intertwined with a sense of urgency and purpose. Mark found himself conferring with his older counterpart, their conversations spanning both tactical maneuvers and philosophical musings on the nature of existence. Each passing moment brought new revelations, new challenges to overcome, and a growing bond between the two crews. Yet, amidst the camaraderie and shared purpose, a shadow loomed, a dark omen of things to come. The fabric of time itself seemed to rebel against their efforts, its threads unraveling with each attempt to alter destiny's course. Mark could sense the strain weighing upon his crew, the weight of uncertainty pressing down upon their shoulders like a leaden cloak. As they delved deeper into the mysteries of time, Mark found himself haunted by visions of the future, glimpses of what was and what might yet be. He saw the Celestial Voyager torn asunder by cosmic forces, its crew scattered across the void, their dreams lost to the winds of fate. And in the heart of it all stood a figure cloaked in shadow, a harbinger of doom, a specter from beyond the stars. Determined to avert disaster, Mark sought counsel from his older self, drawing upon the wisdom of centuries past. Together, they devised a plan, a daring gambit to confront the forces that sought to unravel the very fabric of existence. It would require sacrifice, courage, and a leap of faith into the unknown. But Mark knew that it was their only hope, their last chance to defy the hand of fate. As the final hour drew near, Mark gathered his crew on the bridge of the Celestial Voyager, their faces drawn with resolve. He looked upon them with pride, his heart swelling with a fierce determination to see their mission through to the end. For they were not just a crew. They were a family, bound by bonds forged in the crucible of time itself. With a sense of purpose burning bright within their hearts, the crew of the Celestial Voyager set their course for the heart of the anomaly, where past and future converged in a swirling maelstrom of light and shadow. Mark stood at the helm, his hands steady upon the controls, his eyes fixed upon the Celestial Voyager of possibility. As they breached the threshold of the anomaly, time seemed to stand still, a moment frozen in eternity, suspended between the past and the future. And in that fleeting instant, Mark glimpsed the truth of who they were, who they had been, and who they would yet become. With a surge of power that echoed through the cosmos, the Celestial Voyager emerged on the other side, its hull bathed in a radiant glow. Mark felt a sense of peace wash over him, a quiet reassurance that they had done what needed to be done. And as he looked upon the faces of his crew, he knew that their journey was far from over, that they would continue to sail the stars, bound together by the echoes of time. And so, as the Celestial Voyager sailed once more into the unknown, its engines humming with the promise of adventure, Mark took solace in the knowledge that they had dared to defy the hand of fate, to carve their own destiny from the fabric of time itself. For in the end, it was not the destination that mattered, but the journey that would shape their souls and echo through the annals of history for all eternity.